Welcome to Knit 1.
Heart 2. Episode 25.
We're a quarter of a century. I don't know. Quarter of an episode.
We're halfway through the year almost.
I know.
Because there's 52 weeks in a year.
Hi, I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Winnie. On Ravelry and Penny Winnie 2, say hello to my needle end. This is I'm wearing the shirt that Sheila made me.
And if you guys listen,
it's the sound of silence.
It's the sound of 3 kids in school.
Yeah. I have
Next
one
week
more.
will be the sound of 4 kids in school.
Yes, one more, but he is using my iPhone in the other room, and since there's no one to talk to, he is being quiet right now. Yeah. All right. So, we introduced ourselves, so that was really good.
Yes.
I have a shout out, 335 members on the RAV group.
Wow.
Woohoo! You guys rule. I'm very happy about that. Keep joining. We love talking to you and having you help stuff. Oh, that's really cute.
You'll see it in a minute.
All right.
Meaning, you guys. We'll see it in a minute.
I can see it right now.
I'm
just going to apologize up front for the fact that I have nothing this week. You go, Sheila.
I was just looking. I haven't had no new friends join me on Spark People, but that's okay because you know what? I don't think I've looked at Spark People in over a week. That was supposed to really start today, but you know, today is the second day of no kids at school with no other things. I worked the night before. I didn't work today, but I'm still trying to catch up. Anyways, on the dance card, I'm going to jump right in. I'm almost done with the hat that I've designed.
It's super cute.
It's one of those little hats that's going to have tassels here, and I'm on an ear flap right now.
So it'll be just kind of like, boop.
Yeah. I've done it before for a friend of ours and her little boy. I did it in camouflage.
That's right.
Which came out really super cute.
It did.
And so this is to match the sweater. And I'm almost done. I did something wrong, and I had the ear flap over here. And I was on the I-cord because I'm doing I-cord for twists because it's a baby. They pull out their hat, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I got to rip that out.
Yeah, people don't have their ears like here.
No, right here.
Even babies.
So
that's
really cute. It's cute. It's simple.
I'm going to make Sheila write it up as a free pattern.
Yes, speaking of free patterns, I've gotten another, Jack's grandma, I think, responded to me, and I gotta do my hat based on the pattern to make sure that it's
okay.
I'm
gonna do another one, so
because somebody said that the decreases were not lining up, or the way that we wrote it, something was not right. So we got to do that. But I still need 2 of my test knitters, Melissa, please, and someone else. I can't remember the name. Let me see. I gotta go back, and I'm gonna have to walk out of frame because I need a tissue.
Are you done with on your needles?
No, I got one more.
Okay.
All right. Back on, yeah.
Honey, okay, thank you.
Excuse me, Jack. Sorry. Can you grab me that box of tissues,
Can you
please,
get the
honey?
tissues?
Right.
You want to come over, right in front of you, right in front of your eyes, right there. Do you want to come over and say hello? Whoa.
Hi.
Okay, go back and play.
Sorry, otherwise you guys were going to get
It's awesome that we have a little
something that
servant.
doesn't look so pretty. So, okay. On my other set of needles, I'm doing, so the hat is in US 7, 4.5 millimeters. This is also, no, this is US 6, 4 millimeters. I have an addiction. Wendy knows this addiction.
I do.
I can't stop test knitting. I am on the test knitters in Ravelry, and I just love to test knit.
If you ever need a test knitter, just PM her because she will say yes.
I have signed up for a test.
She cannot help herself.
I have signed up for a test knit for Lisa, 90% knitting for her shawl. I haven't gotten it yet. She hasn't worked up the pattern, but she said when she works it up, I will be test knitting it. But I am, for some reason, I'm a test knitter junkie.
Hello, my name is Sheila, and I am addicted to test knitting.
I am. So this is a hat. I think she's going to be calling it the picky hat. It's a mistake rib. She just wants us to test it really for the decrease. And I got this far the other night. It's a nice navy blue. Oh, that looks good. We have our regular lighting back, as you can tell. It's a mistake rib. I'm going to have to rip it out because I'm not going to have enough yarn. I thought I had 2 of these.
You know what? Use the yarn that I gave you.
Well, I have some blue too. But yeah, I might. It might look good there. So I was thinking this would be another great gift for my brother. But if I do it in a different color, I can certainly throw it in
some vintage yarn. If you want to do it in white.
I could certainly, well, I have some, I think, in off-white too. But I can certainly throw it in the pile for the teachers that I'll be knitting for anyways. But,
awesome.
The only thing I have to say is it's a large amount of cast-on stitches.
Yeah.
It's 120. But it does get pulled in a little.
Because of the rib.
Yeah, but it does, I mean, it fits, you would think, hey,
you look like Flashdance. I'm gonna live forever.
But it fits good.
Yeah, it does.
So
nice.
I just got to rip it up. I'll probably finish the pink hat tonight at work and probably work on this again at work. And that's all I have on the needles.
And I have on the needles
step off frame so I can blow
my Rhinebeck sweater, which is Gawain by Alison Greenwell, a $7 pattern on Ravelry. I'm doing it in the Dream in Color Classy and the Dusky Aurora. And I'm using size 8 5mm needles. And I have done a significant amount of work on it. You can see I am about an inch away from starting the increases for the bust. It'll be a little bit longer than this, but it's coming out really good, aside from the fact that it's bell-shaped right now because of the increases down for my giant hips. I love how the cable's coming out. It's super pretty. I love the color of the yarn, and you can kind of get a better look at the color of the yarn on this in this lighting. It's like peacock, and you can see where I changed the new skein a little bit if you look carefully. You can
How many skeins do you have?
I have 6 skeins, and I've used a little over 1.5 skeins.
And they're all dye lot, or does Dream in Color not do
Dream in Color doesn't do dye lots, and I'm aware of that, and I'm okay with things like flashing, pooling, and color changes. It doesn't bother me a whit. So, yeah, this has been going really well.
Which is surprising considering she has to make her socks in the hour.
Considering my craziness about yarn in general. This is going really well. As soon as I get ready to do the bust increases, I'm probably going to put this on a longer cable and just try it on so that I can make sure that everything's going well. But according to the measurements, it's going pretty well. It's going to grow a little bit in...
See the cable?
Isn't that pretty? It's growing a little bit in length. It's going to grow a little bit in length.
When you block it.
This part, yeah. That's the only part of this that grew. It's not going to grow too much in width, I hope, because otherwise it will be too big. But I love it. I'm enjoying it. I'm feeling a lot of pressure to get it done. And when we talk about the Podcasters Challenge, we found out it starts later than we thought it did, and I'm actually kind of glad because then I can still be monogamous on this project. Because I really, really want to have this done by the end of September, first week of October. I really want it to be done early so that I am not knitting up to the last minute.
Oh, all right.
I did that a couple of years ago with my Wisteria sweater from the Twist Collective, which I loved, and I had just a sleeve left. It's the green Malabrigo one with the vines.
Yeah, okay.
And I was knitting it on the way to the festival, and it was just really stressful, and it's supposed to be a fun thing and not a nightmare. Otherwise, what's the point? So, but that's all I have on the needles. I didn't do anything, well... I've been pinning on Pinterest, and I did some crafts on Pinterest, and I'll bring them next week to show you because I've been doing that instead of knitting some of the time. So, yeah.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. All right, so that's it for my on the dance card.
Okay, so we go into Rate Your Date, and I have 2 point something. All right, so the first one off is The Cause Hat by Kyle Kanecki.
Thank
Kyle,
you, Kyle.
Thank you for PMing us and telling us the proper pronunciation.
We were close.
But we were close anyways. So I did finish it, and I think it came out fabulous.
It's super. I love it.
I did have to. I will say this. I changed the decreases because it came out far too long.
It was too long for Sheila's head.
Yeah, sorry about my disgusting hair.
Pretty disgusting.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
So I finished it, and I ripped it back and did my own decreases. Kyle has you decrease a long, like 4 or 5 decreases. I did mine a little bit sooner, I guess you can call it. He's got like longer repeats.
In between decreases.
Yeah. Similar to like the Jared Flood, but not quite. You know how Jared Flood's Turner Square's got 4?
Yes.
Similar to that, but not quite. And it's not the 2 on each side. It's just decreases. So it was too pointy. It became a slouchy hat, but that's not what I wanted. And the picture actually doesn't show it slouchy. So I'm going to put it on you. Put it on me.
It came out really
for
cute.
you.
I like how it's kind of square at the top.
Yeah, I think that works well.
It works well with your head.
I absolutely love the ribbons. I love the ribbons.
And I want her to make a green tassel.
Yeah, we're going to do like a tassel,
or like a white tail with a green.
Hi, sorry about that. Obligatory phone call.
The phone call.
So I really like this. I love how the ribbons just pop. I will definitely do this again now that I'm getting more into...
Your color work came out great. Did you block this already?
No, I have not.
It looks terrific.
I didn't weave in my end yet because I wasn't sure if I wanted her opinion on the end of the hat.
Look how relaxed that color work is.
I have to
say, it
say,
hasn't even been blocked yet.
It has to also do with he has 108 stitches on it, which is a nice size for color work. Definitely, you have to go up, I think. And here's my floats.
Nice
I love that
floats.
You can see the reverse.
I know. You did a good job.
So it was just a really nice pattern, nice written. I will definitely do this again, not right away. My son has requested, and I found a hat for him. When I found it for him, he's like, you got to do it. I just got to find the yarn. There is a hat similar to this in the sense that it's color work on just here with peace signs.
Oh, and he loves
peace signs for some reason. So I just got to find the yarn because he likes rainbow peace signs. And what I've seen it is in reverse. It's a rainbow hat with black peace signs, and he wants it the reverse. So I think I'll do a black hat with rainbow peace signs.
That'd be cool.
So this really came out good. So I'll put some sort of tassel on it. And then I'll be done. My other, and this was done on US 7, 4.5 millimeters, Cascade 220. And it's just so soft and squishy.
Yeah, I know. I love it. This is great, too, because whatever ribbon you want to honor with this, you just need to change out the yarn color.
Yes.
Which makes it super.
Last week's episode show notes, I put a link to a website that has different color ribbons and what they stand for.
This is cool. Very nice. Good job, Sheila.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you.
I am proud of your color work.
Thank you. I'm actually pretty proud of it,
I'm proud to be associated with your color work.
Please.
I am. You did a good job.
I finished the sweater. I don't remember. I think I was on the shoulder decreases. So I finished the sweater. Yeah. I think it will fit her because it is a cardigan. It won't fit any more than this season, though, because it is kind of skinny in the back. This is the Maile sweater by Nikki Vander Kar.
Can you see that little?
You see the lace?
It's pretty.
It is. It's very pretty. And so you do the raglan on the opposites, on the 2 opposite sides. And then on the back. And the back is really kind of skinny.
Yeah.
But I think, again, it's a cardigan. It has not been blocked, but it is acrylic. I think there's an acrylic blend, but I can probably stretch it out.
And block it a little bit.
And there's definitely stretch in.
And it's A-line, so I wouldn't worry about it.
And she's a skinny mini, so.
I think it'll be great.
I got to get buttons, and I think I have some in my stash somewhere. And it'll be good to go. This will probably be the last time you see it, because once it's done, it's going right to the recipient's mother. Out of my house. I'm one of those type of people.
Off your list.
So, I'm sure everyone has been hearing about the Beekeepers Quilt for using of Sock Stash. I looked at it and I was able to re-engineer it.
Well, so she didn't need to buy the pattern.
So I apologize, but I don't know if I'm going to do it, but this is what I came up with. I did this in worsted weight because I wanted to see how big a little
thing
was.
hexagon.
Not as big as I'd hoped.
No, that would be a lot of knitting.
Yeah, well, I mean, sock stash, yeah, definitely, but I was looking for like a baby blanket. I thought it would be cute. So, I don't know, I have an idea that I might do something with this, but I thought I'd just, show what it would look like. This is in worsted weight, probably about one, two, three,
Jack, please
five,
don't kick the table.
5.5 stitches per inch.
It's really cute.
Give you an idea. That's my hand. It's cute, and I love everybody's designs with it. They're putting little patterns inside of this.
Yeah, Jack.
And I thought, this would be cute, but
yeah, that would be really cute.
So I just did it just for the heck of doing it. I said I've done one. That's probably all I'll do.
Now that I look at it in person, I'm like, I could re-engineer that as well.
Well, yeah, it's simple enough, but actually I have a different idea of doing it. I may make it bigger.
Yeah.
But not do it double-sided.
Oh, that would be a better plan.
And make it into a bigger blanket, because I had knit a Elizabeth Zimmerman's baby magic baby surprise jacket.
Yes.
And this pink and yellow cottonese. It's really pretty, but nobody, I think, the girl that I have here is not too interested in the colors, and I'm not going to give it to her if she's not using it. So I may rip it out and maybe make a blanket out of that.
Oh, that'd be good.
So
yes, I learned yesterday.
Cute, and I love them, and I love the quilts that I've been seeing.
I know they've been really pretty. I learned yesterday that I now have 3 babies to knit for. So none of them are mine or Sheila's.
Unless you know something I don't.
No. I that would be awesome.
No, and my hands are full with my little guy already. So.
Yeah, you don't need any more.
And wherever he goes, the new baby would have to go. Because my husband and I, we did talk about it once. And needless to say, we have a 2-bedroom Cape. Where would we put a 3rd baby? And that the fact he goes, if we had one, it would have to go wherever you went. If you were in the hospital admitted, it would have to go. And that's not fair. It's not fair to Zachary because he needs the attention. It certainly wouldn't be fair to the baby growing up in a hospital.
What is going on with that cup?
Oh, this is the medieval times.
Medieval times!
We went to Florida several years ago when we did the medieval times show, and I think I got a margarita out of this cup.
And it's lenticular. Very cool.
Is that what they call that?
Yeah, when you can move it and it changes.
So right now I just have some iced tea, my own iced tea. I'm a tea snob. We use jasmine. Sorry. And,
my tea is direct from China.
So is mine. You forget I have a connection in
China
too?
I forgot your dad.
Hello. Anyways, this is my drink of the day. Some iced tea I made myself.
Mine is iced tea from McDonald's for $1.
I know, you can't beat that. I've been going to there for their soda.
It's so cheap. I bought 2 of them for less than what I would pay for one at
some place.
Dunkin' Donuts, for example, or Starbucks.
Now that we've totally meleeed into everything. Sorry.
Okay, so that's it for Rate Your Date, because I got nothing. I did nothing. I made a project from Pinterest. I'll show it to you next week if I remember.
Allergies are wicked right now.
Everybody in my family is suffering.
Yeah, we're suffering because I was snoring so bad my husband slept on the couch.
Yeah, I take allergy medication now every day, or my asthma flares up.
I'm 2 days behind, so I got to play catch up now.
Yeah.
So, okay, right off to future dates.
Future dates.
All right. So, did you want to go or?
Well, my future date was going to be to tell you about my Podcaster Challenge project. I found out this morning from Sheila that I'm not allowed to tell you about that until September 2nd.
Yeah.
I can tell you that by a landslide,
it's really pretty.
Vintage Maine made in the blueberry tweed is the winning yarn for my project.
It almost looks spot on in the camera too.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the color.
It's a bit of a purple, but
I'm so happy that I'm
pretty.
knitting with the vintage yarn. I know, it goes really well. It's like a bluey denim-y.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. And it knits up great because I've had a sweater out of this before. In fact, my mom, I'm going to make fun of you again, Mom, I'm sorry. I told her that I was going to knit I was probably going to end up knitting my project out of this based on the polls. My mom's like, I think I knit a sweater out of that yarn. And I'm like, that's where I got it from. You started to knit a sweater out of this yarn and you never finished it. And then you gave all of the yarn to me. Now. So, yeah. I have a ton of it. This is just one of the many skeins that I have in my stash. So good choice, guys. I think this will be super fun. I can see a lot of versatility in the item that I'm making. If it's this color, it will go with a lot. So thank you. And that's all I have for future dates.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what about that? And I'm like,
that giant paragraph was me telling you about my pattern and all the things I'm
so
going to do to
my
it.
future dates. This is my plan. I'm gonna finish my baby hat. This one. I'm gonna finish my test knit. I have a monster to cast on and finish and ship by October 15th.
Can I have a Kleenex?
I'll put that right here.
Thank you.
So I started a monster and I actually ripped it out because I was running out of yarn for what I wanted. So I'm glad I did because I've re-engineered what I'm going to do.
Okay.
It's a Halloween theme. I don't think she watches, so I'm going to do the Icebox Monster, I think. Rebecca James's Icebox Monster. And I have perfect Halloween type colors from Knit Picks. It's orange and green and black.
Ooh,
and I'm gonna
like
make
Frankenstein.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I think the main color will be either green or orange.
You're so clever. I can't.
And then
wait
I'm
to
gonna
see
do
it.
like an ear, one color, this ear another color, and on another color.
I can't wait to see it.
We'll see. Hopefully she's not watching. I'm sorry if you are. So I gotta do that. So I finished my 2 hats and my monster, and I'm gonna start the Podcasters Challenge. And again, overwhelmingly, it looks like it's. I'm just gonna show you the yarn because I actually been working on a swatch like a good doobie. The Blue Lagoon.
Pretty.
Looks like is the winner. It is pretty. It's a darker color, and it'll be pretty dark on this. But I think it will be really pretty as the finished object.
Ooh, it looks nice. I can look at it, but you can't. That's really pretty. That yarn looks nice.
Yeah, well, Dream in Color is fantastic for, as you can see, for stitch definition.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to finish that. Then, I need to start my Shetland shawl for my back. Yeah, that kind of forgot.
And I'm giving this to Sheila, the one that you didn't pick, so she can use that for another project.
That might become my test knit hat.
I think it should become your test knit hat.
So I got to do my Shetland shawl for Rhinebeck. I got to start those socks for the man socks. And guess what's coming up soon, people? I hate to say it. Christmas.
Gift cards. That's my go-to gift.
Well, whatever I knit goes into a pile anyways. But the reason why I get addicted to the test knits is because I do hats or scarves or cowls.
And then she puts
and I give those away. So
I have a pile now because I've made so many shawlettes. So
yeah, there you go.
A few of those are going, and I got my mom's thing done. So most of my Christmas knitting is finished.
For certain people, I've been looking up certain patterns. Yeah. And I don't know, do you think Starlet Stella watches?
No.
I picked out a pattern for her. I was going to do the large colonnade shawl.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
That's the Stephen West, I think.
That's
and maybe blue-green or blues. Cause
she would like that.
Yeah. And and I got her something else, and I'll show you in a minute. So I've been thinking about my Christmas list knitting, which won't be so bad because again, I have a pile of stuff. I just gotta weave in the ends, and no, they've all been blocked. Just gotta weave in the ends.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm actually doing okay, but you know, we gotta mention that dreaded Christmas knitting.
Yeah, I still haven't blocked my mom's shawl to air. Why do I call it air? To air. I will bring it in when I finish blocking it. I just seriously, between the hurricane, getting the kids ready for school.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am going to have to put up a picture of the tree that fell across my street.
Did you take one?
I did. It was down for most of the day, and the power lines are still sagging down onto my neighbor's yard, but I think they were going to try to fix those today. No, it ripped the cable right out of my neighbor's house, like literally right out of his wall. His TV jerked, and it ripped it right out of the wall. Yeah, it was bad, man. He lost phone, cable, and internet. It just ripped out of the wall. We didn't lose anything. We just had a giant
That
tree.
would be under our heartbreak section. We just had branches, some decent-sized branches and debris, although we heard a couple of crackles, and we have an oak tree, and oak trees are known to come down in weather like this. And so we heard a crackle, and I was sitting in my studio, if you'd like to call it that.
Your atelier.
Knitting. And I heard a crackle. The kids were at a neighbor's house playing, not yard, house playing. We had did a tag team. We had them Saturday. They had ours Sunday. And I ran out of the room, and Kim's like, "What are you running from?" I'm like, "If it's crackling and it's coming this way, I want to be far away from it."
I'm going to the other side of the house.
It wasn't our tree. A neighbor's tree that way, and then this way. Went down. Nobody got hurt. Nobody's house got damaged. But boy, could you hear it, and that was scary.
Yeah. Right after our tree went down and we got home, we were out when it went down.
Yep, they were out.
I know. No.
Stay in your homes. No, they went out.
We went to IHOP during the hurricane, just so you know. There was nobody out. It was awesome. But when we came home, we heard another tree go down a street over. It hit a transformer box, and then the transformer exploded. Yeah, that was, and then a fire started, which is why we had the tree on our street so long, because, you know, they triaged it, and ours was hanging in the wires, like, if this was the wire, it was just hanging in the wires.
Jack,
and,
please don't do that, Jack.
Honey, you know you're not supposed to bounce on the couch.
Sorry.
But theirs was, you know, causing an explosion and fire. So we didn't get ours removed until the end of the day. But nobody was hurt. No property was, amazingly on our street, no property was damaged. I still don't know how that happened. It missed everybody's cars and houses. And we are now able to drive in and out of our street, which is nice. So, yeah. And that's it for future dates and the hurricane.
Yeah. It was done and over, and it was good. So, crushes and heartbreaks, that was considered a heartbreak, I'd say.
My one crush, I'm just going to say up front, is school is back in session.
Yes, I'd have to agree on that one. Of course, yesterday we had a doctor's appointment afterwards, but that's okay.
And we had the dentist with
fillings. So see, we both had it.
Yeah.
So the other crush is Lynn Zim, knittingtriathlete.blogspot.com. Did her Denver Oyster run on Friday and Saturday, or Saturday, and she explains a little bit of it, and she is drawing the names for the prizes. She was supposed to do it last night. I'm not sure if she did, but she said she had 650 entrants in the individual prizes, and over 200 for the $30 plus entries. She made over $8,000, which they told her would be enough to grant 2 wishes in the Colorado area. So
Good job, Lynn.
Good job, Lynn. And she was explaining some of the stuff on Plurk that they had to do. They had to taste test certain things, and it sounded like it was interesting. I mean, it was all biking to your location, but it was they had to learn how to line dance, and it sounded like a lot of fun.
And it's a worthy cause.
Yeah,
good
absolutely.
job.
Good job
Excellent
to her.
work.
And so when I find out the list of winners, I will link it in our blog, on our blog, and in the thread.
Okay, and then I will eventually know who
we'll know who we have to send it to, and we'll let you know.
We'll announce that too next time.
Okay, and so that's it for crushes and heartbreak.
Well, no, I have one crush and heartbreak that I want to talk about briefly. It's a personal thing. And I found out something about myself that made me kind of have a heartbreak. No, it's just, I told you about this. You know, I had problems with the PTO last year.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And when I went to
I'm going to interrupt very quick. We have the catering truck.
Oh, the catering truck has arrived.
Yum.
I went to school to drop my child off yesterday, and one of the women that I had a lot of bad behavior from at the very end of the year, the one who really crushed me, the one who I thought was my friend, who was really horrible to me, I didn't recognize her because she had gained so much weight over the summer. And my heartbreak is that a little part of me was glad. I felt like it was karma. I felt like every pound I took off went on to her. But a bigger part of me was sad because I felt that way. And sad because it's a lot of bad feelings and upset and trauma that's making her get that way.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not happy that she's miserable because she was a skinny mini until she got on that board. That is how bad it is to be on that board.
That's pretty bad.
It is really bad, and I feel sorry for her, but I also am having a little moment of Schadenfreude, which is taking pleasure in somebody else's misfortune.
Oh.
So that's my crush. Sorry. Karma.
To Baubles and Bling, we'll change the topic on that. I thought I had nothing until I was searching for something, and
She
did indeed found something.
She has.
So I apologize. I do not have the card that goes with this. It came in a lovely box, and I'm keeping it tied up because there's something else in
Looks
here
like a
that I can't
Tiffany's
see.
box.
It does kind of look like a Tiffany's box.
I love it.
Had a ribbon with the card on front, and once I took the ribbon, the card kind of disappeared. It's probably in my knitting basket somewhere. Oh.
She found it!
Speaking of which. Yes. So what I'm going to show you is from Fiberstorm Creations. Here we go. I'm looking at the back of it. Fiberstorm Creations.
That's a cute card.
And I was enabled by Plurk.
Plurk is bad.
Yep, by Plurk. The owner is Dee Furlano. And she sent, I can't remember who in Plurk, but I got these.
Those
Everyone knows
so
them.
cute.
She calls them, I love it how she calls the name, because I think Angry Birds is registered.
Yeah.
Birds that are angry. So she has a bunch of different these, and you can ask for what pairs you want.
Jack, don't touch the table.
And I asked for one red bird and a green pig. And this is a Christmas gift. See, I'm already thinking Christmas. I'm already getting ready. Christmas gift for a friend of ours who...
Hold them up a little higher.
Whose
There
kids
you go.
love Angry Birds. I'm just trying to get the green pig to
That's
turn.
so cute.
So I thought if she wanted to wear these as earrings, but she also has her
a little miniature tree
tree,
hanging
and
that
she puts these.
like ornaments.
It's what's the Advent tree?
Yes, it's an Advent.
She has little pockets. She puts little earrings or whatever in pockets, and the kids get to hang them up. So I thought either these would be good for earrings or for the Advent tree.
Yeah, I know. I think she would like
And
that.
so.
Yes.
And there's something else in here for someone else who can't see.
It might be for me. I did a little bit of damage this week. I bought stuff from Mad Color Fiber Arts and Enchanted Knoll, but it hasn't arrived yet. So I will probably have Baubles and Bling next week. I actually had Josette from Enchanted Knoll make something for me.
Excuse me.
Custom make something for me, which I'm really excited about. So I can't wait to show you that.
So that's my Baubles and Bling. And then we can move on to Gossip and Innuendo. I can't believe we're 22 minutes in. This looks like it's going to be a short
Well,
episode.
there was some 11 minutes before that, so.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay.
Before the obligatory phone call interruption that
Still,
we have every week.
30 minutes.
So, Gossip and Innuendo, I don't have a lot, but I did want to mention the South Adirondack Fiber Festival. It will be taking place at the Washington County Fairgrounds in Greenwich, New York. Sheila and I can't attend, unfortunately.
You'll be away.
I'm going to be away, and Sheila...
It's a 4-hour ride.
It's a 4-hour drive. But it's on September 24th and 25th, and they have an amazing list of vendors. And I know that Knitting Nirvana and Melia Bella of His and Hers podcast might be going.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You could meet up with them there if they attend, and it sounds like an awesome event. You can get more details about it at www.adkfest.com. Fiber, adkfiber.com. And, if you live in the New England area and you're within a comfortable drive, especially if you live in New York State, which might be good, or Western Mass, sounds like it will be a really fun event, and it's something that I might look into checking out next year if it doesn't interfere with my annual vacation to the Outer Banks, which is where I will be during that time period. So, but that was my gossip and innuendo.
Yeah, I really don't have much other than the kids are in school. They get out Friday. They're out Friday
and Monday, yeah. My son starts kindergarten tomorrow. So
it's kind of funny because I was talking to a neighbor, and she's like, "Yeah, will you pick up our mail because they're going up north?" I said, "Yeah, not a problem." I said, "When are you leaving tomorrow?" She goes, "No, we're going to leave." This was this morning. She goes, "No, I'm hoping this afternoon." I said, "What, are you going to take them out for one day?" She goes, "They don't have school tomorrow." I'm like, "Yeah, they do." She said she said on her calendar it didn't show that there was school, but that was for August.
Oh.
September it had one more day. So on the school calendar, the way that the school sets it up, they only do Monday through Friday and only for the month. So I feel bad for her.
Well, I'm trying to think if I have any other gossip and innuendo. I don't think that I do. Wow, what a lame episode. Let's do some smack talking. I'm going to do some smack talking. Knit 1, Heart 2. What did we say about Knit 1, Heart 2, Jack? What does it say on the back of my t-shirt? Knit 1, Heart 2.
Rules.
Say it out to everybody.
Knit 1, Heart 2 rules.
Say everybody else drools.
Everybody else drools.
That's right. That is right, people. I'm working to get Sheila an image she can make a t-shirt with, and I am working on finding a way that we can make t-shirts for people if you want to buy them. I'm thinking of doing this version with me and Sheila on top of all of the other podcasters. Mommy, Steve, Knitting Blooms, all of you trash talking podcasters out there, and maybe do the say hello to my needle end on the back.
Well, that would be cool.
Knit 1, Heart 2 rules on the front. So we're working on it. We're working on swag because I know people have asked me. I've gotten some PMs about project bags or pins. I'm not horribly technologically advanced, so I'm trying to find a way that I can do this that won't cost us a fortune because we don't have that kind of money.
We don't.
And I don't know how many people are actually interested in buying the swag, and I don't want to do something that I have to pay money up front. Okay, now you're driving me crazy. Can you go?
What?
Jack, sit still, please.
You need to sit still or you need to get off my lap. Can you tell them what are you going to do tomorrow? What's your first day tomorrow?
School.
You're going to school, and what grade are you going to be in?
Kindergarten.
That's right. All right, don't kick the table. He is just a worm. So that's pretty much it.
So on that note,
yeah.
On that note, you can find our group on Ravelry, Knit 1 Heart 2. You can find us on Plurk as Knit 1 Heart 2. We do share the account. I'm Sheila D37 on both Ravelry and Spark People.
And I'm Penny Wendy on Ravelry and Penny Wendy 2 on Spark People.
I'm Knit 1 Heart 2 on Twitter.
And I'm Knit 1 Wendy on Twitter and Pinterest.
And I have looked into Pinterest.
And I'm going to send her an invite if she doesn't get on there because, man, that site is addictive. If you're not on it, go look at it because it's awesome.
I definitely could see it in the sense of for craft and you want to remember it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And my husband was able to look at my interiors pinboard and immediately say, that is the color that we need for our living room. And I'm so glad because it would have taken us months otherwise.
If you're watching us on iTunes, thank you. And leave a star comment or a comment. We've gotten some great comments this past week.
Oh, we did?
Yes, we did. I checked them.
I am bad at the comments because they make me cry.
Yes, there were some really good comments, so we really thank you for those.
Yes, we appreciate it.
We will, hopefully this won't be too boring of an episode.
I know, I'm really sorry. We got nothing. I swear next week is going to be better.
Yeah, next week's probably going to be more
We do have a super secret surprise guest
coming
in the works, and it's going to be a guest who is not only fabulous and interesting, but who is also going to do some show and tell.
Oh, yay.
So take that, other podcasters.
Oh my God.
Somebody has to be the bad guy. Why is it always me?
Because apparently it comes natural.
I can't help it.
So, if you're new, thank you for
Yes.
coming and joining us. If you're a return viewer, thanks for
putting
watching
up with
again.
us.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks for putting up with Wendy.
I know.
Now I can see why Becky from Addicted to Yarn sent me some goodies in the package as well.
Something.
I do have to put up with you. Anyways,
So on that note.
there's love. So, you can reach us at knitoneheart2@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If you are watching this on iTunes, go to knitoneheart2.blogspot.com
For the show notes.
which now that the kids are away, will probably happen, the day after it's up instead of the
We'll
day
see.
before it records.
Yes, we are very excited about the schedule of recording with no children again, because it makes things go, as you can see, really fast, way faster.
Without a lot of editing on
Yeah.
Wendy's part.
Last week was
Oh, that was bad.
that was a lot of
bad.
editing, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again. So yeah,
I think that's it.
I think that is it. I just want to leave you with this message for everyone out there. Knit one heart, two rules.
Knit with heart.
Knit with heart. Bye.
Bye.